50 years after the launch of the 300, we have about 600 airplanes flying with 86 operators. We have stopped the aircraft production in July 2007 with the last delivery of the fighter airplanes. In my view, I will talk as an engineer. What is unique is there has been very clever choices.
Je me rappelle une visite aux États-Unis avec Béteil où j'expliquais combien nos essais en vol étaient merveilleux et où les 4 majors américains, les 4, nous ont dit « Les gars, c'est très bien, formidable, votre avion est formidable, on est convaincus. Mais faire voler 250 passagers dans un bimoteur, jamais. Jamais. Ils volent tous sur bimoteur aujourd'hui, bien entendu. »
C'est avéré qu'une des raisons du succès de l'Airbus, c'est que la section du fuselage était la bonne pour cette gamme de capacités.
The fuselage on the Pax part and on the freighter part is revolutionary for that time, because all the other one, they were with a much smaller fuselage, because people were thinking we cannot do a twin so big, and they were putting only one LD3 container into the freighter. So in terms of economics, it was a great leap forward. Another key decision in my mind is the forward-facing two-man crew cockpit. This was another decision which has been the standard later on.
Mais à l'époque, pour l'équipage à deux et pour le fly-by-wire, il a fallu entreprendre une véritable campagne de propagande dans le vaste monde, auprès des vieux Chibani, auprès des jeunes pilotes, même auprès des patrons qui se prenaient pour pilotes, qu'on mettait derrière le manche en disant « allez-y ».
The 300 series has been a leader and the launching airplane of Airbus, and still is leading the way in the fact that this is the first airplane to be retired, and we are setting the rules to properly maintain and support that kind of airplanes.
I think the main event is really the creation of Airbus. Between May 69 and December 70 until the GE was finally created, and again to remember the courage of those who took the decision. And there were a lot of people in the industry who thought, oh my goodness, such a Franco-German, eventually Franco-German, British, Spanish conglomerate, how can they ever be successful? So I really admire the courage of those pioneers that created Airbus in the political scenery as well as in the industrial scenery.